Key points in the research work, you emphasize the significance of the study contribution to nursing knowledge and practice. Provide concise overview of the implications, limitations, and direction for future research work. In conclusion, just to wrap it up, the ultimate goal of nursing research is to develop nursing knowledge, advance evidence-based nursing practice, and quality patient care. Thank you for listening.
Hello, students. I think you can hear me conspicuously. All what you are doing research for, I've told you, research means going back, that you go back and search. And as a result of searching, you have gotten your title. After the title, literature review. And from the title, you have known the objective of your study. So the general objective is broad objective and what? Specific objectives. Those specific objectives, you are going to use it to search the engines. To search the engines for literature review. Then you are going to chapter 3, as I said, which is methodology. All the steps of methodology, you are going to collect data. Those data that you are collecting, you need to give us discussion on it, which is your chapter 5, your graduate student, which is your chapter 5. We want to know your findings, and you are going to tell us that findings in relation to that specific objective that you have done in your chapter 1. You discuss your findings according to specific objectives. And you know your research questions. Practically, when you are discussing your findings, you see your in your chapter 4, you answer all the research questions. But in your chapter 5, your discussion will now relate to your specific objectives. All the specific objectives must be settled, must be solved in your chapter 5. So that one is very important. The undergraduate and the masters, when you are doing your discussion of findings, don't forget all those things must appear. And when you are doing that one, all your questions and the answers are said, and relate your findings from the data collected. Variable that you have used, are they the children that answer your give you the data? Is it adult? Is it female? If it is female, what is their age? What is the age of previous study? Compare what those age and say in this your own study, that in our own study, the age of these people are between 20 and 30. For previously, Olajide AO has got previous work dealing with what? With the age 15 to 20. That means that he's talking about adolescence or whatever. You now compare it with your own. What was the result of findings of Olajide? What is the result of my own? Your own study. You now compare and contrast and bring out something under your discussion of findings. You see, you are going to start from section A of your questionnaire, which is demographic variable. What have they found out? Is it male or female that found out what? Is the response of female in her own study or in his own study different from my own study? And if you are a male, you now compare the gender something in order to bring out something from your own study. Then you compare and contrast before you now move to section B. And that section B of your questionnaire must be related to your specific one objective. subjective, you now compare it, what other people have said. You still revisit your empirical review. Because your empirical review has given you what other people have said about that study. You still bring that one out, and then you compare and contrast with your own study. So you have to be making citation, either in contrary with your own finding, or in support with your own finding. That is what they call discussion of finding. That's discussion of finding. So once you have done that one, you are going to bring out your own summary of all what you have done, and then you tell the public that this was your finding, then you communicate it later, which is communication of finding with another person is going to say. Thank you. I welcome.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Want to appreciate it. Could I hear you? So, in continuation of that, just said communication of research findings. So, how do we communicate our research findings? That's the seventh presenter. We just have two presentations to go to. Let's be patient. For students that are outside, please call me. Let's be a benefactor of all of things we are doing here. If you are outside, I will use those terms. If you are outside, you are wrong. If you are inside, you are right. So if you are outside, please come inside. So we have Lautech SJ to give us communication of research findings. Please after that.
Coming to the house, the initiator of this great program, Professor Nadia, you are welcome. My department of University Scholars, Mrs. Amo, thanks for being there for us all the time. Our PG coordinator, what have you? Thank you at all times. When you call you answer us. You are not tired of us. I appreciate you, man. And our home, thank you, mental health, Dr. Misa. Thank you for being here for us all the time. And our teacher, our everybody in every area, also there for us. When we want to be nice to answer us. Dr. Mrs. Thank you for your time. Yes, a teacher called said one day, and he said, I have a question for you, that if you are able to organize now, I will sponsor your university program. And he started begin to introduce what is about to say. And he wrote out the questions for the day. And every one of them we are trying to look at each other, looking for the question, how to answer the question. But none of them speak out to tell each other the exact answer. And after looking at them, all of them, and the answer said that this is the answer to my question. And one of them just took his hand into his pocket and said, "Sir, I have the answer, but I have to go. We have to speak out, to communicate what you have." And that means that will end of the story. My name is Olawa Disi. I'm presenting to you how the process is when we are talking about the process research finding, what does it mean? What does it mean? Your research finding is not complete when you refuse to communicate. So research is not complete if research not done at all. So research is not complete unless the reform and the values have been communicated to others to make and to change the attitude or whatever that the is doing. So research communication is defined as the process of interpreting or translating complex research findings into language, format, and context that no expert can understand. What you are saying is, when you are carrying out the research, you are the one that regulates it. You are the one that knows what you are looking for. You are the one that discovers information that is not even understood by another person than you. So, in order to convey your communicating it, that you are to come down to the level of those that want to benefit from information. You saw when we are started presenting this morning, Dr. Lautech will come to us that all what you are saying is for the higher level. Let me come down to students and just learn to research a process, and he try to break it down to the level at which you love us to understand. Now, so why does communication of research like this matter? One, to fill the gap between clinical practice and research findings. It has been shown that there is a gap between the clinical practice and the research. So when we started the lecture, the first person told us that one of the reasons why we are cannot research is to fill the gap. You can't just enter into research without having a purpose. There must be a gap that you have discovered that is not there, that needs to want to bridge. And that's one of the reasons why we are complicating our research time. Number two, to refine and complete existing practice, theory and interpretation. The third one, expand on the base of evidence-based practice. And the fourth one, to refine or understand the practice of the. What are the criteria for communication research? One, there is what you believe that it is selecting the proper channel for control. You are talking about communication area. The first thing is what you want to say. So that for you, I'm passing across information to you. I must use the proper channel in which you are going to understand and you are going to decode what I'm passing